Alright, we're going to be leading with Grimsley, who's in the northwest, which I believe is here. Because this fight is the easiest. It should be the most consistent, I think. Alright, Vintage White. Honestly, great game. But it's time to f***ing kill it and move on. It's been way too long. I spent way too much time on this game. Wiping to f***ing optionals for no reason. All this has an end now. No more optionals over here. This is correct, 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 this is correct. Okay. Let's f***ing do it. Alright, this is a pretty simple matchup, pretty easy. All we gotta do here is click Bug Buzz twice. The low sweep doesn't matter. If I wanted a little bit higher HP on Fortress here, I could have taught Protect and then taught Flash Cannon later. But you know what? I was too lazy to get the Flash Cannon TM. And honestly, I think the Fortress HP should not matter here. Because I'm pretty sure it always baits Flamethrower from Houndoom no matter what, even if this like crits me twice. The only other option is that it baits Dark Pulse, which is actually better for the Tyranitar switch in. Which is about to happen. We're going to switch Tyranitar in. Tyranitar has Battle Armor and cannot get crit. The only point of risk here is Flamethrower Burning, but we have a Lumberry equipped for that. And we know the ranges here. This does have Energy Ball, but can never kill after the Flamethrower. We just press Strength here. Look at that. This is a little bit sweaty now, because I'm not really sure what Crobat can go for. He's switching in Crobat here because the Crobat has Aura Sphere, and he sees that as the most powerful move. Let's see. Does he see a kill with anything? Nope, he only sees a kill with Aura Sphere, which means we have a safe switch to Pidgeot. Now, you might be asking yourself, PC, why is this Pidgeot poisoned? What's going on there? We poisoned it before this fight, so that as to activate its Quick Feet ability, which is like Guts, except it improves your speed instead of your attack, right? If you have a status condition, higher speed. This means we can outspeed this Crobat, simply kill it with Thunderbolt. Take a little bit of poison damage, but that's totally fine. We're locked into Thunderbolt here because of choice spec, so we can't Volt Switch. We are baiting exactly Stone Edge from this Tyranitar, which is perfect for a Medicham switch in. Medicham buffed to 90 base attack in Vintage White and has the huge power ability, or pure power, which means it has ridiculous attack. We gave this a choice band too to improve that even further, and we will now proceed to sweep through the rest of this guy's team. This has a Chople Berry, but it does not matter. Medicham does not f***ing care. Oh yeah, for those that don't know, in Vintage White, Pidgeot is a electric flying type. That is why we use Thunderbolt with Pidgeot there. So this Muck is just straight up going to die to close combat. Yeah, by the way, this Medicham has really shitty attack and speed IVs, and it still pulls this off. It's actually really crazy. Easy peasy. And that's Grimsley. freest fight of my life. Most important thing here, don't full restore the Pidgeot. We need it to be poisoned throughout every single one of these fights. So I'll go get out my citrus berries. Of which I have an infinite amount because my dad in this game is a farmer. Alright, full restores for you. Not you, you. And you. And let's max elixir everyone as well. What if Energy Ball critted? Tyranitar has battle armor, so it could not have critted. Alright, let's do Shauntal. This one's a little bit more spooky, and Blaziken is basically just on a kamikaze mission on this next fight. It is there to click Flare Blitz twice and then die at an opportune time. We want Choice Band T-Tar. We want Choice Scarf Medicham. We want Citrus Berry on Blaziken. We want Life Orb on Grumpig. Okay, 4 is leftovers. That's really important. Pidgeot is going to continue to be Choice Specs. This is Scarf. And this is Band. Okay, let's do it. Okay. The only reason we have Blaziken on this team is this godforsaken Sableye that's about to come out, which has insanely buffed stats. Blaziken is like pretty much my only Pokemon that can two-shot this reliably. We have a Citrus Berry because we are dead to Flare Blitz Recoil plus Shadow Punch crit. Blaziken does so much damage here because it has Sheer Force, so Flare Blitz is like insanely boosted in damage. Very, very powerful. There's a very small chance I don't 2 would KO, but I have to min roll both times, and I think that's one of them. Just high roll here, it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Yep, it's totally fine. Alright, Citrus Berry proc. This will bring out Banette. We will kill with a pretty interesting strategy. Basically, the plan is we have to kill this with Fortress's Volt Switch. Because we want to be able to go T-Tar after this dies to bait out the Zangoose with a close combat. Now, the damage ranges work out really weirdly here. We have to kind of do some math. Basically, the perfect combination to do here is 2 Bug Buzzes and 1 Flash Cannon. Bug Buzz is 90, Flash Cannon is 80 base power. That will never kill it and always put it into Volt Switch range. Unless we get a special defense drop. I believe Bug Buzz has the 10% special defense drop, so we should do Flash Cannon last. This can burn us and stuff, but we have rest in case we need to heal up a little bit, but should usually be fine. There's also crits. There's some stuff that can go wrong here for sure. That's 1 Bug Buzz. Okay. That is 2 Bug Buzz. Spadef drop here is pretty awful. I'm gonna rest after this. Okay, that's perfect. Flash Cannon crit is really bad now, but I have to dig myself out of that hole when we come to it. Let's rest up. It's a little bit sweaty. The leftovers here have so much value because he takes 2 turns to attack every time with Shadow Force. Okay. Banette is a Ghost Dark type in this game. It's pretty powerful. It's actually one of the best mons the player can get for the Elite Four, but we didn't get one. Although I never got my Victory Road encounter, so. Alright. Let's not crit this. Easy. Okay, we do get burned again, but that's totally fine. Kill? Sick. Alright. So the reason we want to do this is if Tyranitar is out on the field, AI will see Zangoose' close combat as being the most powerful move. So we'll go Zangoose. He will see close combat always killing, so he can't protect here to set up his Toxic Orb or whatever. So we know this is always close combat because it's the only move that kills. We can then freely switch to Pidgeot, who again has the Quick Feet ability. He will lower his special defense. He will not protect this turn because he sees a kill. We are faster because of Quick Feet. He has lowered special defense. We have choice specs. He takes some poison damage. Well, not this turn, but doesn't matter. Thunderbolt always kills here. There's the Lunatone. This is a little bit of variance here for sure. We should usually see an Ancient Power here. Let's go to Tyranitar. Tyranitar does just fine against this. Let's not see any Ancient Power boosts though. That would be very nice if we didn't do that. Very good. That's totally fine. We are Choice Band here, so we'll do massive damage. And we gotta keep an eye on Tyranitar's HP here. It's really important. The HP that Tyranitar is at basically decides whether or not we will sack Blaziken later. That's pretty high. I think that's okay. I think Blaziken can live.
Sceptile run W.
Okay. There's the Gengar. This is not Shadow Tag. This is Cursed Body. It always sees the Aura Sphere kill here, so we can safely go to Medicham. And this is why the Medicham Tyranitar combo is so good. Because Tyranitar baits the fighting type moves for Medicham to switch in. Medicham baits like the flying type moves for Tyranitar to switch in. It's just very synergistic. Medicham baits ghost type moves for Tyranitar to switch in, and so on. The two have, it's like a really, really good combo. We're Choice Scarfed here, so we're faster and we can just kill with Zen Headbutt, which is 100 accuracy in this game. Right, final mon on this team is Kecleon, which is a normal ghost type with adaptability in this game. It's really, really, really powerful. Luckily, it's very slow, so Tyranitar outspeeds it. We just have to make sure that we are not in Brick Break range here. We always die to Crush Claw, we always die to Shadow Punch. So it's one of those two. And Tyranitar, the most damage it can take is from Crush Claw, 105. So we don't have to sack Blaziken here. We can't get crit with Tyranitar because we're Battle Armor. We're faster than this and we just kill with Choice Band Crunch. Very easy. That's Shauntal. Alright, here comes the sweaty fight, boys. This is the tough one. Don't full restore the Pidgeot. It's very important for this next fight. Listen, we will be playing this next fight very fast and loose. There's a lot that can go wrong. But we'll be playing it very aggressively. Because we kind of have to. But we have an extra Blaziken to sack, which is really nice. I actually might sack the Blaziken on Gallade. I think that's probably the safest play. Rocky Helmet for Fortress. If I'm always sacking Blaziken on Galley, then Rocky Helmet on Blaziken is correct. I think this is the correct play. I think this is always safe. Electro is just not very good here. Electro will be used for the N and Ghetsis fight, though. Mainly for the Ghetsis fight.
Will you do a Unbound HC after Vintage?
Probably not. Alright. Alerts are back on pause. Thanks for the reminder. Originally, the plan was to poison the T-Tar and do this fight first. But because it's so risky, I wanted to do it third. And that means I'm not poisoned with the T-Tar now, which means I can get Giga Sleep hacks here. Let's just hope that that does not happen, huh? How about that? But, like, there's a mathematical chance that Tyranitar doesn't actually beat this Drowsy. It's low, but it can happen. Man, she's just like me for real. She's always so sleepy. Anyone else sleep a lot? So relatable, dude. Alright, let's not get hexed here. If I go Lumberry on this T-Tar, I no longer two-shot the Drowsy, because Drowsy has 100, 100, or is it 110, 110 defenses, and then 100 base HP, and then it has Eviolite? It's insanely bulky. I can't taunt it because it has Magic Bounce. The only way is just to raw power, force your way through it. Black Class's Grunch, like, barely just 2-hit KOs. Nice. Okay, we got hit. Unlucky. Tyranitar looks so badass when he's asleep. He looks, like, disappointed in you. He's like, I can't believe this is happening. The closed eyes sprites are so cute in this game. Okay, so the reason I'm not particularly afraid of this... The thing is, like, we can get kind of stuck in a loop here. He just has to miss a Dark Void eventually. He does, like, 7 to 8% with every attack. So it's not a huge deal. Oh, he actually recovers on, like, having a sliver of HP left. That's pretty good for me. Like, this is the damage that we're dealing with here. I think we're going to be okay. Nice wake up. Crit would be optimal. Yeah, now we just have it. I don't know why I thought about pre-poison for this fight. It was really stupid. I never had a pre-poison for this. Because he's slower. I can't actually get stuck in a Dark Void loop. Alright. This is always Gallade Superpower. The problem is, because of the additional poison damage on Pidgeot, if he crits this Superpower, it will die. Which is why we're going to sack Blaziken here. We don't need it for the rest of the game. Blaziken, you were a real f***ing trooper. You weren't the actual starter, but you were the star. Good job, Blaziken. Thanks for coming along on this journey with us, buddy. Unironically, caught this in the wild, and this is actually the best Blaziken I've ever had in this run. I used to start Torchic. I never got a good Blaziken. The one run I get one in the wild, it's actually the best one I've ever had. It's crazy. Rip, buddy. Real f***ing trooper. Alright, and now Quick Feet Pidgeot can just come in and want to KO this. Air Slash is perfect accuracy in this game. Thank God for that. Or thanks Suicune, I guess. Alright, and this is Jinx. I think this can be Psycho Boost. Pidgeot being higher HP here is actually not great, because I think it's more likely to Ice Beam now, which means if this Grumpig gets like perma-frozen, I think I might actually wipe, so good luck, boys. The plan is just to spam Snarl with Choice Scarf Grumpig here. Oh, perfect. Okay, Grumpig is Dark Psychic in this game. And now if everything goes correctly, Grumpig is taking 3 kills here, if it doesn't ever get crit. Okay. That's 1 kill for the pig. Alright. Okay. Don't crit. Channel for the pig, baby. That's not a crit. That's 2 kills for the pig. And that means we're safe now, because the Alakazam, if the Alakazam kills us with a crit, we can just finish it off with Pidgeot U-turn. Which is actually preferable, because it gives us a safer kill on the Snorlax. But I think do I want to preserve my Grumpig? Form on Marshal is like free. I think this is safer. Is to sack, U-turn with Pidgeot, and then just one-shot the Snorlax. Because I think Snorlax lives if he curses. He can live close combat, and then I die to crit with Medicham, and then I actually wipe. Yeah, I'm sacking this, I think. I'll just spam Thunder Wave. Oh, I'm scarfed. I'm actually locked in. I have to play it here. That's kind of okay. Yeah, I have to play it. The only other option is, like, hard switch, and I can't hard switch to anyone. Yeah, I got a Snarl. I can't sack Grumpig to Snorlax because the thing has really weird coverage. It's like Curse, Slack Off, Zen Headbutt, Fire Punch. And we're thick fat on the Grumpig, so he never sees a kill, so he's always cursing here. And if I like click Snarl here too many times, he's gonna set up too many curses. But I think close combat is a really favorable range. Fire Punch Burn is even worse here, but okay, I think this is a range now with close combat, and then I'm dead to crit. But he can also curse again. So it's pretty damn safe. Okay, easy. Grumpig lives. Do you guys does anyone remember my BDSP Elite Four? Where we were like, we're just gonna click Facade. Alright, so the start here is pretty simple, right? We just go ahead and we click Facade. Boom. Not sure why I'm invoking that right now. I guess we'll see. So this fight is Permanent Sandstorm. As I said earlier, Medicham has 90 base power in this game, which is buffed from vanilla games, and it still has the pure power ability, which means that this attack set of 190 is doubled. And I think this fight is a pretty good demonstration as to why that's insane. Let's go in. Can we see some guesses as to how many 1-KOs Combuskin will get on this fight? Can we see some guesses? Let's count. That's one. Did I say Combuskin? I meant Medicham. I don't know why I was thinking of Combuskin there. Sorry. Maybe because close combat was in my head or something. That's two. Kingler's a steel type in this game. We're -2 right now. And we're taking Sandstorm damage. That's another steel type. This does not have Sturdy. Or does it? Am I just bringing this into Sturdy range to sack Medicham and finish this off with something else with U-turn to get a free switch to something? Nope, it doesn't have Sturdy. That's 3. Now that's a camera up. That's a pretty bulky Pokemon. There's no way we get a one-shot on this. There's no damn way. Alright, now Flygon, pretty frail, right? Should be able to get another kill here pretty easily. Unfortunately, it's faster than us, so we're switching. We're -4/-4 right now. This is random move. The best play here is to go to Pidgeot. It's gonna flinch. Save yourself from death. I think we live one hit too. I think this does a lot of damage. We do live. Even after Sandstorm and Poison. With 1 HP, baby. Okay, Pidgeot. You monster. Time to go out. So for those of you that guessed that it would be 4 1 KOs from Metacham, you were in fact wrong. It is 5. See ya, Pidgeot. What a legend. It was the worst Pidgeot possible. Because it wasn't no guard. Because you can get Hurricane, Thunder, no guard Pidgeot in this game. It's completely crazy. But we got the quick feet and the minus speed nature. And we still had to could bring it into the Elite Four. Pidgeot's pretty good in this game. Tyranitar and Grumpig may rest easy in the box. And watch as we finish this game. Easiest U4 in a ROM hack. Well, the thing, what makes this a lot more easy, like, is that you don't have to bring the same team to the champion. We can bring a new team now, which means sacking is like way better on the Elite Four members. This is definitely the hard part, but I think we have a really cool strategy for this next part. I'm very excited for it. It's actually so elegant. I love how it all worked out. Okay, so we're going to bring Electrode, we're going to bring Fortress, we're going to bring... Crobat, Kabutops, Wailord, and the actual starter, Sceptile.
Cannot believe Smasher passes the theme that's winning.
You better believe it. Pants stay brown. Classic popular storytelling moment where you make a compelling villain that actually has a point, but then you have to make sure that they're actually like evil and there's a reason for you to defeat them. So you just make them go movie crazy and make them go muhahaha, I'm gonna take over the world now. It was all a ploy. Has anyone seen the new Batman movie, by the way? Just curious. All right, first we must face the legendary. Luckily, we have a really good strat for this. All these strats tie together really nicely. What was that pathetic sound it just made? He comes in with the most insane entrance, breaks through a wall, boom, ooh, jet engine tail, brrr. He lands. That is an entrance cry, Reshiram. So a main part of our strategy for this fight is going to be to catch the Sacrum and add it to our team, so let's do it. Wait, what? Nah, I'm just kidding. I knew it was an unknown. Let's Master Ball it. Dupe's Claws, baby. I'm not allowed to add this to my team. I already have an unknown in the PC. You have to unfortunately catch this to advance the story. Add Zekrom to your party from the box? Nah. Alright, boys, 2 fights back to back. N and Ghetsis. You do get healed between them, but remember, whatever dies in this N fight is considered dead for the Ghetsis fight. And if only the dead mons survive in the Ghetsis fight, then we lose. So, here's the problem. Crobat can Brave Bird this, but it's not a guaranteed kill at all. We need to do some chip damage here. We could have added a damage boosting item, but that means we couldn't have added the Payapa Berry. The Payapa Berry is going to be extremely important for the Ghetsis fight. Okay? So what we're actually going to do here is we're going to U-turn for some chip damage. This can only Sludge Bomb or Sleep Powder. So we can go into Electrode. We don't need Electrode for this entire fight. So Electrode can just tank this. That's perfect. We do some more chip with Volt Switch. This is guaranteed Leaf Storm. It cannot use any other move. It can't Sleep Powder because it sees a kill with Leaf Storm. Go to Crobat to absorb that. I'm sorry, not with Leaf Storm, with Earth Power, of course. And then we kill with Brave Bird. The power of U-turn and Volt Switch never has been more apparent. The beautiful thing about this setup is that this baits out the Blaziken, which just immediately gets Brave Birded as well. Chat, are you feeling it? The end of this goddamn game is so close. I'm fucking hungry for Burger King, boys. Okay. Dragonite, multi-scale in this game. This also has a Yachi Berry. Really hard to kill this. Let's break the multi-scale with U-turn. And go into pawn number 1. Wailord. Wailord has a Rocky Helmet to deal some additional damage to this Dragonite. And we want Wailord to die here. We don't need it at all. The only reason this comes in is to give us a free switch to Sceptile and to do some damage to this with Rocky Helmet. That is the only reason Wailord is on this team. See ya, buddy. What a Chad. Alright, time for the starter to come in and be actually useful. It only took until the last fight of the game, second last fight, but the Sceptile pick finally paid off, I guess. Let's get some kills, boys. Dual Chop. Sceptile is Dragon Grass with Technician and Dual Chop in this game, which on paper sounds really amazing. It just doesn't do enough damage. Just not quite enough. Also, mine was modest, which is why it was a lot worse. Alright, Feraligatr comes in and sees a super effective Ice Fang. We will just Leaf Storm it. Which is a recoil move in this game, by the way. 100% accuracy. Take some recoil. Alright, this is the main event of this fight. This is Slacking. Now, you might be saying, but Jan, Slacking is so easy to deal with. It's got the Truant ability. It's loafing around every other turn. You just protect every other turn. You kill it. That would be the case. That would be cool. If it weren't for the fact that this Slacking doesn't have Truant. It has Guts. There's only one way I've found to kill this. Let's do it. Sceptile, you've been really, really underwhelming, my friend. Have a good one. The low sweep, speed drop, or damage doesn't actually matter at all here. I just want Sceptile to die. Alright. The Pokemon to kill this will be none other than Fortress. Fortress has Sturdy. So it cannot be 1-hit KO'd. It will live on 1 HP. It's holding a Lumberry in case it gets burned by the Fire Punch that Slacking is currently winding up. We will click Counter to kill this. You might have noticed Fortress only has 2 moves, Counter and Explosion. And you might be asking yourself, why is that? It's time for the big reveal. The last Pokemon on N's team. And the reason that we brought this Fortress is Imposter Ditto. So now he's copying this, and he only has Counter and Explosion. He can't explode because this is N's last Pokemon. He can only ever click Counter. All we have to do now is go to Kabutops, and just spam Surf at it. Surf is a special move, so it cannot get countered. And that's the end fight. That's 2 deaths. Remember, Sceptile and Wailord will be healed here next fight. But they are considered dead. I am 4 Pokemon against Ghetsis now. I'd also like to note that even if that fortress had exploded, Kabutops would have tanked it easily, and it couldn't have been crit because Kabutops is battle armor. Alright. Let's round this one out, boys. We're going out with a classic combo. Ketchup and fries. Hamburgers and tomatoes. Crobat and Electrode. So this Gengar has Shadow Tag, and it's got a Focus Sash. We can avoid both of those by just going U-turn here. We're faster, we will break the Focus Sash, and U-turn allows us to switch out of Shadow Tag. This is why we gave Crobat a Payapa Berry. So there's 2 moves that Gengar can typically use against Crobat because it sees both of them as doing the most damage. Thunderbolt or Psychic. We want it to use Thunderbolt because we're going to go into Electrode, which has the Lightning Rod ability, which if we get hit with an electric type move, we'll absorb it and increase our special attack. The AI in this game sees if you have a damage reducing berry like Payapa Berry, which reduces the damage of psychic type moves. The AI knows about this item, so it knows that Psychic will always deal less damage than Thunderbolt, which is why he will always Thunderbolt here. So we U-turn, and we set up a sweep for Electrode. Electrode is the most broken Pokemon in this game. It retains its massive speed stat of 140, and it's got 130 special attack, 130 attack. That is a crazy number. That is so insanely high. It also gets crazy moves, the Lightning Rod ability. It's insane. Electrode is about to kill 4 Pokemon on this team. We'll Earth Power this Gengar. Remember, it's not Levitate, it's Shadow Tag. Take some Life Orb damage. This Gyarados has a Walk-On Berry, which reduces electric type damage. We do not care about that. We will just kill it. This should bring out Doug Trio next. Which is also crazy buffed in this game, by the way. But we are just more buffed than that. We'll just Energy Ball him here.
Nuclear launch detected.
Now this should bring out Metagross, which we can Earth Power. And also kill. That is not Metagross. Oh, wait. It's because this has superpower, right? Oh, Okay. Remember, we're down to 4 Pokemon. We can't use Sceptile or Wailord here. Can this Stone Edge? It's like 1 in 8. He has to roll the range. I'm sorry, it's 1 in 4. No, it's half of all Stone Edge ranges. So he has to roll the damage and then roll it, so it's 1 in 8 for it to Stone Edge here. I'm always Volt Switching into Crobat here. And hope that he doesn't Stone Edge. I think if he doesn't Stone Edge, I'm still okay, though. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to kill Metagross now, though. I think I'm okay. No Stone Edge. Easy clap. Thunderbolt was a range to kill there. Alright, let's Heat Wave. It's 100 accuracy in this game. think this brings out Metagross now. I think we win. Yeah, I think we have it. Okay. Just Heat Wave this. It's not going to kill, but Crobat's going to go down, and then we can just finish it with Electrode. We also have Fortress in the back. We're not even going to use Kabutops, I guess. Kabutops, Rock Wrecker, Choice Scarf outspeeds and kills the last Mon here as well. Let's just go Electrode.
Nuclear
Earth Power.
launch detected.
We're almost there. Just one more, baby. Just one more. It's a Rayquaza, boys. It is a Rayquaza.
Nuclear launch detected.
What do you guys say? Did we go out with a boom? Kabutops is still alive in the back. I think we boom. Let's do it. And that's Vintage White, baby! It was an awesome journey. See you, Fortress. GG! It does not kill. Good thing we have Kabutops. Did I equip the scarf, though? I did. And that's Vintage White. Whew! Alright! In the end, it's all Electrode, baby. This was a really hard game. I kept saying this is easier than EK, but like it's in a similar category, honestly. I think I've just also gotten better at the game, which is why it feels easier. This is a really, really cool ROM hack. It's got some really broken encounters, but I think the fights are really well designed. I really like the N and Ghetsis fight at the end. Those were really, really well designed. Very nice. This is a really good ROM hack. Shout out to Suiko who made it. I had a couple runs that could have beaten this game that wiped to me randomly running into a way too difficult optional trainer. I thought that was a little stupid. But you know what? I could have easily avoided those, and I did in my final run, and that's why it was my final run. That's why I beat it. I got some really, really good encounters. If I hadn't gotten this Electrode, I'm not really sure if I could have beaten this. Although I think most major boss fights, except for this final one, didn't even really use Electrode. It was mostly on like random trainers to sweep them. Which obviously, basically Electrode stopped like the snowball from ever starting rolling. Favorite fight in this ROM? I really like the last one. The back-to-back. That was fun to plan for. With the slacking and everything. I think Skyla was fun. Bryson was cool. Iris was so satisfying. Final death box, boys. This was our first death. This was on Berg, and it was kind of like I was just spamming sleep powder, and just like if I lose it, I lose it, right? He got like 2 first turn wake ups, I think. But it still did really well. That was a really fun Berg fight. Then this side on Clay, which was kind of an intentional sack. This was a horrible death. This Kingler death basically snowballed into these 2 deaths as well. This was to like first turn Destiny Bond, which I just chose not to play around. And then this Cacturn died to like some really unlucky explosion crit. And then Armaldo was sacked to N, right? In Chargestone. This died to Bianca because the AI was being stupid. This was sacked on Iris. It was actually crazy. Up until I started sacking for Victory Road, I was basically doing like 1 death per gym. That's pretty good. This was just a miscalc on a random trainer. Like, I think these 2 deaths were really stupid. The king learned the Salamence. I think everything else was fine. All these were just like intentional sacks and victory road on the Elite Four. Like, some of these were kind of unnecessary, like the Sand Slash, but I just went for it because I knew that I didn't need them anymore.